What's a subtle way people abandon themselves in meetings or relationships without noticing? One of the things that I look for it because it's such a tell is when people change their when people change their position when there's displeasure, or when they've not received, yeah. It's not about like changing the position when they like, it's not like a reaction to new information, but it's like, when someone pushes back in the room and there's tension in the room, and rather than sort of sitting with the discomfort of the viewpoint they have, they soften it, they add qualifiers, they over explain. Over explaining is another tell. Or they find something to agree with as a way of like restoring the warmth. And I just find like I think our society tells us to do that because it's like, how do we manage social relationships or stakeholder relationships? But I think the problem is it happens so quickly that it looks like we're moving towards collaboration when in fact we don't agree. And so you end up having these sort of meetings outside of the room, meetings outside of the meetings. Um, and a lot of times people don't recognize they're doing it until the meeting is over. And then they're like, oh, that's not the outcome I wanted. There's dissatisfaction. And now you spend all this time sort of having another set of meetings because what needed to happen in that meeting didn't happen. And so I would say if you're in meetings and you walk away and you feel like, I don't know, you feel less like yourself from when you walked in, that's probably an indication that, you sort of quietly or subtly eroded your ground versus how to continue to hold your ground while at the same time acknowledging that, someone may have a different viewpoint, um, or to, offer redirect or alternative options as opposed to just sort of dismantling your position and now feeling like you're stuck with something. Or how do you influence and, sort of change points of view for people who've already left the room?